Right. All right, but we missed the opening songs and stuff. Okay. Sorry, we missed the opening songs and stuff on the Go Live, but I think we're live now. We're just taking a moment as we greet our guests and visitors here in the sanctuary. And if you're joining us online, please leave a little comment in the comment section on your Facebook page so that we can address and welcome everybody that's joining us here today. We come together. It's always a great time in the service as we welcome everybody here in the sanctuary and get to see one another again. So welcome, my friends. What an honor it is to have a full house today. We're looking good, everybody. Welcome, Unity of Kona. What an honor it is to be here. And now's the time where we'd like to ask if there's any guests and visitors in the sanctuary for the first time. Maybe it's been a while since you've been here, repeats. We'd like to ask you to please stand and give us your name, maybe where you're from, as we welcome you. Anybody at all? There you go. Look, everybody. She's on. Fran and John. Friends of Donnie and Diana. Well, welcome. Are you guys local? From Chicago. Well, welcome, my Windy City friends. It's nice and warm down here, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Winter's going to last a little bit longer there. How about you guys towards the back here? Oh, you go first? Okay. Georgette, welcome. Okay. Me and George. Okay. Welcome, George, from Portland. That's okay. Well, we always have that one that takes care of those things. Yeah. So welcome. Okay. Well, welcome, Dave and Melissa from Portland also. So welcome. And my friend here? May from Waikoloa. Awesome. Well, welcome, May. And with a big hand, welcoming everybody here in the sanctuary. And if you're joining us online, leaving that comment, we can actually acknowledge you also. So let's send it out, my friends, with a great big welcome. Aloha and God bless you. And so it is. What an honor it is to be here this morning sharing unity and with the world as we spread out on multiple platforms. And so now is the time when we go into some announcements. But first and foremost, we are a prayer ministry. You can download the Be Unity app at the unity.org website. And with that, you get instant connection to prayer and prayer meditation and affirmations. And there's so much to see and do there. And it's continuous prayer, 30 days consecutive prayer. So utilizing the power of prayer. Here in the sanctuary, we have the prayer request forms in the back of the sanctuary, also up in the office area. And if you want to just fill out the form, drop it in the box. Our chaplains pray over them here and then send them on, to Silent Unity. 30 days of consecutive prayer, and with that power of prayer tenfold, it's an honor to be able to share this. And now with the announcements coming, I'd ask Candy to come up and do the rest of our announcements. So welcome, Candy.
Okay. Congratulations to Larry Sayer. Mahalo, Larry, for the loving service to our center. We are so blessed to have you at the Unity of Kona. Larry, a longtime UOK member, helps in so many ways. Even from afar, Larry continues to greatly contribute his time, talent, and experience to our ohana. Larry is always willing to be of service in so many ways. You are a bright light for all to see, and we are grateful for your spirit of aloha. We love you, Larry. Roger Batchelor leads a weekly Qigong class on Qigong. class on Monday mornings from 8 to 8:45 at the Old Kona Airport State Beach Park. As soon as you go through the gate, go to the left. It's the first beach. Come join us. Tomorrow and every Monday from 6 to 7 are the community ukulele kaniki kapila style jam sessions from beginners to experts here in the sanctuary. So bring your uke. Some will be available to use and come to learn and play and share. Unity will be participating in the beach cleanup at the old airport on Saturday, March 9th. Check-in is at 8 a.m. Mark your calendars, and Dondi will provide more information next week with a sign-up sheet. Okay. Is that Julie next week? Okay. Let's see. Come drum. Join us for a monthly integrated community drumming circle. Meet right here on Thursday, February 29th from 6:60. 6:30 to 7:30. All are welcome. Bring your own drum or shaker. Some may be available to borrow on a limited basis. If you have any questions, see Clyde. Oh, Clyde's in the greeter today. Okay. As you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Kindly consider supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor and sharing your time, talent, and treasures. There are several sign-up sheets at the back of the sanctuary for you to consider, along with the refreshment sign-up upstairs. There's an upstairs sheet. Mahalo. Today at 11:30, we have our annual meeting. We hope all of you can stay and join us after fellowship. All Unity of Kona members must annually renew their memberships by completing and returning the 2024 Renewing Membership Covenant. Printed copies have been mailed and are at the back of the sanctuary. If no current membership renewal card is on file for today's annual membership meeting, that person becomes inactive and cannot serve on the board of trustees or vote at today's membership meeting. It's not too late. Grab the membership renewal covenant at the back of the sanctuary and place it on the desk upstairs. Mahalo. Our annual meeting takes place today at 11:30. Returning members of 2024, Kayla Harvey, Jim Carey, Donde Nueva, and Vince Mott. New members running for the board is that correct? Yeah, 2024 are Elaine Albertson and Joan Cayley. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing that for us. It's an honor and a pleasure to have some help up here, and we appreciate anybody that was willing to fill out one of those sheets and participate in the service itself, as we're always looking for new talent. And now's the time in the service where we'll do our daily word. And I've asked Sean to come up and do our daily word for us today. So welcome, Sean.
Good morning, everybody. Aren't Sundays fabulous? Yeah, God, I love it. I love coming in here. I just love coming in here. Today's word is faith. I carry my faith in God with me throughout the day. I keep my faith at the forefront of my awareness, taking a few minutes in the morning to pause, breathe deeply, and place my awareness in the presence of God. I feel energized and strengthened. I expect all good things. As the day progresses, I pause again for a moment or two to affirm, God and I are one. I have faith that God, my source, is with me in everything I think, say, and do. At night, I look back on the events of the day and savor the moments in which God's presence felt especially strong. I have faith that awakening from a restful night's sleep, hearing a kind remark, enjoying time in nature, or spending quality time with a loved one are ways to feel the presence of God within and around me. And they shall stand every morning, thanking and praising the Lord, and likewise at evening. 1 Chronicles 23:30. And as we say this together, I carry my faith in God with me throughout the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for doing that for us this morning. And what an honor it is to be here as we sit now and find that quiet space, little space between the thinking as we sit and relax and acknowledge the visualization of the sanctuary. As you take a deep breath, visualize the sanctuary and also the sanctuary of your soul. And as you feel the loving energy of those around you, take a moment and feel it grow, flowing in and through you. See the loving energy flowing around every person, every being in this sanctuary, and spreading out to every person on this earth and in this world. And if there are any events or circumstances in your life, or anyone you know in need of prayer, let's take a moment and breathe into this loving, beautiful heart energy and see them in the center of this most beautiful, loving heart. And as we love the light of God, we spread it out to the world through our power of prayer. We come together and say the prayer for protection. For the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Mahalo keakua. Thank you, God. And now we have beautiful music with Dondi and Elaine. And so welcome, my friends, and appreciate your loving service and your talents in music. Let's give them a hand.
There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Thank you, Elaine, Diana, and Dondi. And now's the time in our service where we'll introduce our speaker. She's not a guest here. She's a regular here now. And so Reverend Sophia Falke from Henderson, Nevada, in-house. And so welcome, Reverend Sophia. We're honored to have you here. So.
Okay. Actually, I need to do something. Are you ready? Thank you. We're doing the meditation first. Okay. In the church where I served for 9 years, 9 months, and 9 days, they were accustomed to me walking in the morning with a flash drive saying, "Here's the PowerPoint for today." They're not used to me yet. Okay. That's so I don't go forever. I brought my timer. Oh, there's a clock back there. I don't need it. Okay. Let's take a few moments. We are talking about love today. Love can change the world. And it's a little different than what I had originally said I would do. Minister prerogative, change your mind. Love can change the world. So I invite you to take a few moments now and go within. So become comfortable with your chair. Settle in, your feet on the floor, and grounding yourself in Mother Earth. And as you feel comfortable, close your eyes, close the outer eyes so that your inner eye might see more clearly. That your inner eye focuses on you and your connection with God. Breathing deeply, focusing on your breath. Breathing in the light and the love that is God, and allow it to flow through every cell and tissue of your body. Bringing healing where there might be discomfort or dis-ease. And again, on a deep breath, breathe in God. Breathe in that Christ essence that you are. And allow it to feel every thought and emotion that you might be experiencing. And allow it to bring healing and love where there might be discord. And continuing to breathe deeply. We can do without water for a long time, food for a long time, air, oxygen, breathing in that life-giving force that we must have. I invite you to bring to mind that which you truly love. Focus on it. Allow it to fill your mind and your heart. Feel your heart expanding as you think about a loved one or a loving situation. And if not in your life now, go back into history. When was a time that you felt love so strongly that it filled every part of your being and filled you with joy? And if not in your history, then think into the future and affirm that loving feeling for yourself. Allow it to expand your heart even further. Do you feel that you're stronger now, filled with more compassion and empathy for others and for yourself? Some of you might be sitting up a little straighter because of this love force that is filling you. Now capture this experience. Capture it into your cellular memory. Now I invite you to bring forth into your memory, into your thoughts, a situation, a relationship where you are not feeling so loving or loved. And now draw from that experience that you had of complete love, the expansiveness of love. Take that energy and surround whatever might be disturbing to you in the moment. And surround it with that love, that unconditional, limitless love. And now see that situation, that relationship, that person in a loving way. Looking through the lens of love. My invitation is for every circumstance, situation, relationship. That includes with yourself. You draw upon that love that you experienced at the beginning of this meditation. Go to that place and watch each situation, each relationship transform. Now I invite you to send that energy, that loving energy of light, power, God expressing through you out into the world. Shine your light, radiate your love. And know that you are making a difference in the world. Now I invite you to return to this time and this place, knowing that you have made a difference not only in your own life, but in the lives of others. You are the light of the world. And now I invite you to slowly open your eyes and look around and even smile at each other. We get so serious when we meditate. Aloha. Okay, we're going to do this thing again and move that thing. And all right. Mahalo to Uncle Jim, my first lay of the day, and then Kailua, my second two lays of the day. I had this beautiful jacket. Well, I thought it was beautiful, and the jewelry to match. I'm going, oh no, this is all I need. Thank you. Mahalo. Do you believe you can change the world for the better? Yes? I think you can too. Originally, I was going to speak on divine love connecting with the eternal source. I thought I kind of covered that last week. And as the week progressed, I really started focusing on, yes, I can change the world. Let's all say that together. Yes, I can change the world. All right. Oh, okay, we're working. See, these are the PowerPoint slides that I walked in with, so we'll see how we do. Thank you, Roger. I'm sure you know what Gandhi said about change. He said, be the change you want to see in the world, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. So how can we do that? How can we be the change? First, shift your paradigm. And I don't mean 2 dimes that you're holding in your wallet or so. Oh, thank you for laughing. What I'm talking about is the belief system that has established the patterns you followed all your life. And you are here as Unity Truth students. And you've done a lot of work. Otherwise, you would have run screaming from these halls. Because the work we do is simple, but it's not easy. I've mentioned last week, I reminded you about the 21-day continuous, 21-day complaint-free challenge. And those of you who took the challenge, and yes, there are more bracelets, agreed that every time you caught yourself complaining, gossiping, judging, you would move your bracelet to the other wrist. And when I would ask, well, how are you doing? There would be this nervous giggle, because I've been asking you for months. And I have one of you who is almost there. And she is bound and determined to get the prize. Why do I keep coming back to this? Because it's important. Thank you. I was afraid somebody's going to say, because you're a nag. In taking this challenge, it's a pattern interrupt. It's an interruption to the paradigm so many of us are working under. And I'm not immune. I do get through the 21 days, and then I start over, and then sometimes I have a hiccup. I was talking to Elaine when I first came, and somehow we got on daylight savings time. And my comment was, you would think that there's one thing that Congress could do and agree on getting rid of it. What is that? That's a complaint. Had I said, you know, I'm feeling frustrated because my need for consistency and ease in communicating with other parts of the world is impacted by us always changing our clocks on the mainland. That would have been acknowledging my own needs and my feelings that came up because they weren't being met. Do you see the difference? It's small, but it's owning it for myself. And then this morning, I was doing good after that. I thought, okay, I'm doing good. I'm just not going to talk to anybody. You do get very quiet, by the way, when you seriously take the challenge. And this morning, as I was coming here, at a stoplight, and there was a scooter that came up on the right side, and then as the light changed, went in front of me, going 20 miles an hour. So I thought, and then the words came out of my mouth, oh, really? What is that? That's a complaint. I had to, yes. So you can change the world by taking this challenge seriously. You are going to see such a shift in yourself. To become conscious of your thoughts that become words, that become actions. You can change the world by simply being who you truly are. And that is amazing. In his book, Yes, You Can Change the World, Aman Matwani offers 3 principles to follow so that each of us could be the change we want to see in the world, thereby actually changing the world. Oh, you did that. Thank you. Okay. Why do I need this? Makes me feel powerful. The first one, focus not on how little time you have, but on how to make the most of what little time you have with every person. Focus on the relationship. Focus on the interaction. Second, focus not on what you see on the outside of a person, but on the person within. See the pain within, and see the potential within. You know, that includes seeing their innocent, beautiful child. You might run into somebody now that's a curmudgeon who's difficult to get along with, and why are they that way? Something happened in their life to create that. Because at one point in their lives, they were the sweet innocence of childhood. And then the third, focus not on what's wrong with a person, but on what makes them right. See their strength within their weakness. That makes sense? So instead of focusing on what you perceive, it's all about our perception, yes? Focus on the truth of the situation and the person. So we have some affirmations. And I'll invite you. I'll say it, and then you say it, please. That includes you out there watching. Hello. I see the intrinsic worth in every person I encounter. Together. I see the intrinsic worth in every person I encounter. When I am with you, I see only you. When I'm with you, I see only you. I see you completely, your pain and your potential. I see you completely, your pain and your potential. I see your uniqueness. I see your uniqueness. Yes, I can change the world. Yes, I can change the world. What do you notice? Do you experience any shift in energy? Perhaps your paradigm changing a little bit? A more peaceful feeling? A more loving feeling? And not only for others, also for yourself. You see that each statement comes from a center of love. What I like about these affirmations is they can also be applied to situations or organizations. When I worked for the state of Arizona, the governor launched a Total Quality Management Initiative, TQM. He wanted to empower employees so that they could solve their own problems. And the catchphrase started to be, if it's to be, it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me. What was interesting, I don't know what it's like here in Hawaii. I know what it's like in Henderson, Nevada, with the Department of Motor Vehicles. Everybody's favorite? Right up there with Internal Revenue Service. It used to be standing in line for an hour and a half. Now, the state of Nevada now, we can make an appointment, which makes it much easier. It used to be that way, standing for hours in the state of Arizona. If you dropped in, forget it. They let the Department of Motor Vehicles employees address what was wrong with their systems, what was wrong with the bureaucracy. And I remember when I needed to go in and renew something, my driver's license or plates, I just walked in, and it was easy. It's because people were allowed to bring their love and attention to a situation. And they were given the power. They were empowered to make the changes that were necessary. Now, one of Unity's basic, and what they realized too, very often here in Unity of Kona, our opening song, "We Are the Ones We've Been Waiting For." Remember that one? That's what the employees of the Department of Transportation, the state of Arizona, realized. We're the ones we've been waiting for. And they were able to do that. So remember that also for you. I'm the one I've been waiting for. One of Unity's basic principles is the law of mind action. Our minds are so powerful. What we think, what we believe, what we say, that is what happens in our lives. That's what we draw to us. And we find this, Abraham Hicks, that work, Course in Miracles. And in my coaching work, I talk about all the choices we have in what conclusions we focus on. And I invite people to focus on the good, focus on possibility, and focus on truth. You realize, of course, we come to conclusions thinking that they're based on fact, but we actually come upon conclusions, and then we go looking for the facts to support the conclusion that we've already made. Yeah, think on that. So yes, you can change the world. How willing are you to change the world? To be the change you want to see? It takes work, doesn't it? And it requires taking responsibility first and foremost for your own life and how you are seeing the world. Someone asked Mother Teresa, I think it was, if she was going to participate in some march against war. And she said, why would I march in anything that is against anything? I will march in love, not in anger. I was thinking also when I was coming together with Yes, You Can Change the World, that applies to Unity of Kona. I'm going to get a plug in there. You have an annual meeting coming up. I affirm that all y'all, that's how you say it in the South, by the way. If it's plural of y'all, it's all y'all. Did you know that? Yes. All y'all will stay and give your input because you have a leadership team who has carried forward with this community, this beautiful spiritual community. I feel so blessed to be interacting with you, to be the minister of record. And when Rev Deb passed away, they stepped in and they learned how to do church. And Sasha can tell you it ain't easy, is it? And then COVID hit. And look at you, you are still here. You pivoted on a dime, you went viral, you went online. You are still here. And it is because of you and because of the leadership team who also have been holding that vision and the volunteers who come forward. I want you to hear how amazing you truly are. Very often people look outside of themselves to make a difference, to make changes. They do not see that they are the change. They want someone else to fix it. And that's the easy way to do this. We see on our daily news, how everybody wants someone else to fix something. We see it in our politics now. Don't you kind of dread the leap year when, it's divisible by 4? That means it's presidential election. And that usually starts as soon as the old one is, have inauguration of one president and they're already running for 4 years later. And it's looking to someone else to fix things instead of looking within to say, what can I do? And how can I bring love to a situation? This is the season of Lent. And depending on your Unity Church, we'll talk a lot about the Lenten story. Or not. I went to a Unity Church on Easter Sunday, and they didn't even mention Jesus, and I was surprised. Yet this is the time of looking within, because Jesus came among us to change the world and to teach us that we can change the world. And he did it not through physical battle and conquest, like some people wanted. They thought, the Messiah, he's going to lead us into battle against the Romans. No. He did it through his teaching, practice, and demonstration of one of the most basic spiritual principles, the principle of love. So do you see that Jesus demonstrated in all things that there is intrinsic worth in every person? Remember all the stories, the woman at the well, the prostitute that was being stoned, the tax collector. Everyone with whom he came in contact, he saw their intrinsic worth. And that's what he was teaching us. Aman Matwani talks about love in this way. Love isn't something you think about. It isn't something you do. It is who you are. If you are thinking about loving someone unconditionally, it is no longer unconditional. It is very conditional love. Did you catch that? If you're thinking about loving someone unconditionally, it is no longer unconditional. What we're talking about is being love. Be the love you want to see in the world. Remember Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. We can say be the love you want to see in the world. This is about becoming the changes as a way of life. 21-day continuous complaint-free living. It's about you in every moment. So who will change the world? Is it someone out there? No. Or is it me? Is it you? Huh? Us. We. It is up to us to change the world, to become the change we want to see. So are you willing? Are you willing? Thank you. And do you think you matter? Good, good. Would you like to hear a short story? Because I'm at my 20 minutes. You want to sneak it in here? It's the weight of a snowflake. Tell me the weight of a snowflake, said the little bird to a dove. Nothing more than nothing, was the answer. Well, in that case, said the little bird, I must tell you a marvelous story. I sat on the edge of a fir tree close to its trunk when it began to snow, not heavily, as in a blizzard, but gently, like in a dream. Since I had nothing better to do, I stayed and counted all the snowflakes that landed on my branch. Each one was unique. Each one was different. You can go to the next slide, by the way. Each one was beautiful in its own way. Their number was exactly 3,541,952. When the 3,541,053rd snowflake landed on the branch, nothing more than nothing, as you say, broke the branches off. And then the little bird flew away. The dove, an authority on matters of peace and joy, thought about the story for a long time and finally said to itself, perhaps there is only one person's voice lacking for peace or joy to come into this world. Your uniqueness, your presence, they make a difference. Yes. Next slide. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that will change the world. So as you go forward, I know that this is Hawaii and you don't get it much, but I invite you to be the snowflake. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Sophia. Isn't there a little snowflake song? I'm a little snowflake. Well, you can be that little snowflake that changes everything. And it's like when multiple people get together with the same mindsets, we're all just snowflakes. And it does make an impression on everybody. Thank you again, Reverend Sophia. We're going to miss you when you go back. But what an honor it is to have you here for a couple of Sundays in a row. And as we move on in our service, it's time to collect the gifts and offerings. So if you please take your tithes and offerings and place them in your hand as we do our offertory prayer. Our greeters will be coming back and ushering in with the bowls here in just a moment. And so as we hold these thoughts and prayers, let's do the offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way, and so it is. We have some more music with Dondi and Elaine joining him this morning here, so welcome back, Dondi and Elaine.
You know, this month, February, most people think it's a month of love. And so Elaine and I were thinking about doing a song about love, naturally. And we're trying not to put you to sleep this time. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. B is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you'll adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for you and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you'll adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Yes, love was made for you and you.
Woo, and surely it was. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Dondi. Love is made for all of us, me and you. And now is the time to bless these offerings as our ushers come forward, as we'll know that through Spirit we do know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in the center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. And so with that, I'd like to announce that next week's speaker will be again Reverend Sophia, and her topic will be Unity is strength in a community, and music next week will be with Dondi. And we have the little bit of food and noshes upstairs for fellowship. And don't forget the annual meeting coming up at 11:30. And so in closing, I'd like to have everybody please stand, make a circle right behind the cameras as we get ready to do our closing songs. Let there be peace on earth and aloha oi.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
As we hold this month of love, hold that light of love within your hearts until we come together again next time. We'll do Aloha Oi.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, eke ona ona no i kalipo. One fond embrace, ahoy until we meet again. Aloha.
Aloha. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Come back, same time, next, same channel, same station here next week as we come together. All righty. Donnie, you got a little more music for us?
Yeah, how about you?
Awesome. Donnie's got one more.
E Hawaii e kuone hanaru Kuhone kulahivide Orinoi na mohola niro E Hawaii
Aloha.
Aloha.
See you next time.